Public health officials have their eyes on an old childhood concern, whooping cough. National case totals are climbing, including in the metro.
Have you noticed how many people are sick? Local medical professionals are advising everybody about moves you can take to keep yourself and everyone else healthy. Fox 4 Sean McDowell working for you live now outside University of Kansas Health System on West 39th in KCK. They're really watching these cases add up, right, Sean?
They're watching them add up, Lauren, and some of that is because some of the precautions that we took during the pandemic are no longer in vogue. That would include distancing and masking and keeping your hands clean for the most part. This is thought of traditionally as an ailment that affects only kids, but that is not the case, as many adults are getting sick from whooping cough.
We know those rates are increasing.
A national climb in whooping cough cases has healthcare administrators taking notice. The CDC says public health officials are aware of more than 32,000 cases of pertussis compared to slightly less than 7,000 a year ago. Those totals are also climbing in Missouri and Kansas, with triple-digit increases from 2023's case totals for whooping cough. And some of that rise reflects personal precautions taken during the pandemic that aren't as common anymore, like hand hygiene, distancing, and masking.
We know that there are decreased vaccination rates overall.
Dr. Dana Hawkinson is an infectious disease specialist with the University of Kansas Health System. He recommends everybody to renew their vaccinations against whooping cough every 10 years. Symptoms like heavy coughing, sneezing, nasal discharge, and fever are making patients feel terrible. Dr. Hawkinson says unprotected adults often spread it to children.
We know that the most vulnerable populations are those, especially under 2, who can suffer from this illness the most. And so it is vitally important that the adults around protect the most vulnerable populations.
Case totals in the Kansas City metro mirror those nationally. Stacy Province, who works with the Johnson County Department of Health and Environment, says whooping cough can mirror other ailments, so seeing a doctor can make a difference.
The best things we can do is make sure that people are staying home if they're ill, also catching pertussis early, which can be tricky because it's got a lot of the same symptoms as other respiratory illnesses.
And as the doctor told us in that story, the youngest children in our community are still the most vulnerable to whooping cough, or pertussis as it's known by doctors everywhere. Many adults, Kevin, were vaccinated against whooping cough when they were still kids. However, Dr. Hawkinson pointed out today that those vaccines, while effective, they do lose their effectiveness over time in a natural way. That's why it's important to stay up on those vaccinations.
It was good to keep an eye out. Thank you, Sean. Sean McDowell live in KCK tonight.